Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our spring term. And obviously, the start of the term looks very different. We're not gathered in school as we would normally be because we moved to a remote learning policy, which means that for this week, we'll be learning from home with the help from your teachers. And so, within the changes, every day, your parents will be sent a video message from your year group's teachers, and within that video message there will be guidance and instructions for the work to do at home on that day. The instructions will be clear and you'll be able to follow them. Now, what we do ask is to follow those instructions carefully, work as hard as you would do if you were within school, and I know you will do that. But also, when you've done your work, please feel free. You could ask mom, dad, a family member, an older brother or sister, someone to help you, to send back your work on the year group email address, and so teachers can actually look at your work, see what you've been doing, and don't forget, we could still be collecting tokens that go into our tubes, so at the end of the term we can look to see which house has earned and won the most tokens. Don't forget, Ash House, keep working hard. So we look forward to you doing that. And thinking about the changes for this week, and as I said, we're not in school, we can't have an assembly where we're all gathered together, but I still thought it would be an opportunity to perhaps look back over Christmas time, think about the fun times that we've had with our families. And again, I know Christmas time has been a little bit different because we've not been able to go out and see as many people as perhaps we wanted to or we were able to do previously. But I'm sure you've enjoyed your family time and not forgetting Christmas presents. And I'm sure lots of you have received presents from family members, but also Father Christmas as well. And so that was the celebrations of Christmas. And then New Year's Eve, that final day of 2020. And again, things have been very, very different. And it might have been on previous years where you had parties or you met with family members, and again this New Year's Eve was very different. But I'm sure lots of you within your own homes have done lots of different fun things. But I just thought we could take a moment and look at New Year's Eve traditions across the world. Now, you may have seen on the news that in London there was a magnificent, stupendous firework display which celebrated the end of 2020 and the start of 2021, which is our new year. And I know I was watching the fireworks in Australia on the television and seeing all the fireworks from Sydney Harbour Bridge, and that was all very exciting and colourful. But there are traditions around the world and people do different things in different countries. So I did some research and some reading thinking, what do people do in different countries? I looked at Denmark first. Now, interestingly, in Denmark, New Year's Eve, not everybody does this, but lots of people would get plates together and they would smash them on people's doorsteps, thinking that it would bring them good luck for the year ahead. Now, I'm not suggesting we do that, but that's a tradition that some people do in Denmark. Let's move to Brazil. There's a tradition where a lot of people eat lentils at New Year as the lentils represent money, and money meaning good fortune for the year ahead. So that's something positive so that we're healthy, well and wealthy for the new year. New York celebrations are huge, and when it's safe to do so, when we haven't got the virus, huge crowds flock to Times Square and they do as a crowd, they do a countdown to midnight. You can imagine the countdown: 12, 11, 10, 9, and so on, until there's a ball drop from a structure that's high up in the sky, and the ball is glowing, it's all lit up, and it's lowered down a flagpole to signify the start of a new year. Now, if you follow these slides as part of this assembly, you'll be able to see the glowing ball that's lowered down the flagpole. So look carefully at that one. Right, in Scotland, again, not this year, but previous year, there's a tradition where, listen carefully to this, where people go first footing. And what people aim to do is to be the first people to go knocking on their friends' doors, their family members' homes, after the clock has struck midnight, wishing them a happy, prosperous, well, healthy new year. So that was Scotland. Let's jump to Spain. So here in Spain, you might find some people reaching for grapes, and this is because there's a tradition to eat one grape each time the clock strikes midnight. So that's a different custom, isn't it? And that's what people traditionally do within Spain. Right, Romania. Now, in Romania, there's a tradition for people to dress up as dancing bears, and this is believed to chase away all the bad things in the world around us. So that's one tradition, and children do that. Countries like Japan, South Korea, at the strike of midnight, when that clock strikes 12, the bells are rung. You imagine the bells ringing 108 times. So that's a lot of bell ringing, isn't it? But again, that's to celebrate the new year. In South Africa and in Johannesburg, there's another tradition there where people like to start the year removing and getting rid of all their unwanted items. So it might be clothing items, it might also be furniture that they get rid of. So they start the year afresh with just the things that they want in their homes. And I like this one. And if you follow the pictures afterwards, you'll see that in some South American countries, New Year's Eve, you might see people walking around with an empty suitcase, and you might think, what are they doing? What does that mean, walking around with an empty suitcase? But they call it taking the suitcase for a walk, meaning the year that's coming. So for us, 2021, it's an exciting year. It's a new year full of new adventures. So I like that one. I like that one. So here now is a picture of the god Janus. And the new year is a time to look back on the old year. And I'm sure both you and your families have done that. Certainly over this period with the virus, you've looked back at the old year, thought about the things we've done, perhaps the things we haven't been able to do. But the new year is also a time to look ahead to the new year. And we can do that within school as well. We might be looking ahead, thinking about New Year's resolutions. And I know previously I've shared New Year's resolutions with you about eating more items of fruit, eating more fruit every single day, joining the gym. And I know lots of you were asking me about that. Have you done that, Mr. Arnold? Have you joined a gym? But I did some further research of finding out what the country's most popular resolution and goals are. Number 1, eat more healthily. 2, to do more exercise. Now I know lots of you do lots of exercise, so that's a good one. 3, this might be something for parents, perhaps to save more or to spend less, or you might want to do it with your own pocket money as well. Number 4 is to learn a new skill or a new hobby. Now that's an interesting one. The next one is to read more. And I know sometimes I say that to myself. Come on, Mr. Arnold, you haven't read a book. You haven't read a book this month. Perhaps it's time to start reading a little bit more. And one that I'm sure many of you have done is to spend time with family and friends. And some people say that's their resolution, that they want to enjoy more time with their family and friends. So as we look ahead to the new school year, well, it's a new year, isn't it? But it's the new spring term. I want you to think that I can be anything I want. And the Mickey Mouse quote that I've got here now, all of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them, if we have the courage to follow and chase them and to work hard, then all of our dreams can come true. There's another quote here: go after your dream, no matter how unattainable others think it might be. So if others say to you, oh no, you can't do that, dream big, think big, and have that as your dream, because dreams can come true. So my wish to you, everybody, is let's have a super working week. Again, it's a different one, working remotely, working from homes, but remember, every day, look out for your teacher's email, watch your teacher's video, do the work as they've instructed and directed and guided you to do, but all the time keep thinking, what's my dream? Can I get better at this? Can I work harder at this? And always be the best that you can possibly be. We hope and look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. And in the meantime, work hard, but keep yourselves safe and well. Goodbye, everybody. Hope to see you soon.